So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Kill. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Hill, he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Let's get it. Yellow lady. You don't want nothing. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They run with Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Kill. Check. Switch. Yes.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little 360. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Go. 180. Right there. 56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you into.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Wentz going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Into the red zone. Wentz. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check 15, check 15.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Both sevens the mic, both sevens the mic. Check, 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 check.
To throw, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso, the former Eagle, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Tackles, tackles. Check safety, check safety. Hey, lock it. Deuce.
Ready. Looking to throw on second down. Hill looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
47 Mike, 47.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
1st down, Philadelphia.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
47 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check mic 47, check mic 47. Watch the pass.
List by 2, list by 2.
Wentz to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Sunday.
And the blitz does come. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 49 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
82. Hey, wahoo!
Now Wentz again. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Ready. 95-56. 0-2. Hey, easy. Hey, zoom. Here we go. Switch. Hey, kill.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now Breeze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go. Check.
I got this. Hey, check.
5. Hey, kill.
Slam.
On first down, Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Another run with Sanders. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. On the delay, it's Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. On play action, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Exit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Small.
Wentz now to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 49 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Not today. Hey, Haywood. Easy, opposite.
Breeze now. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike, 27. Check Mike. Sammy. Hey, easy.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ready, 5-9. Check, 50, 12. Stay with your man. Kill. Under. Kill. Shit.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
Ready, 95-56. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch twist. 5-1. Hey, Alpha. Here we go. 53, check 53. Go. Check. Over. Shoot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 56.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Yellow waiting. Check 24. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Watch the screen. 5-8. Hey, box drop. Hey, easy. Check 53's mine. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. Check. We're good. I full, ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. After the penalty, it's Elliott. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On second and 12, Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll come out in the pistol. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bravo! Hey, kill! Watch the play.
Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here goes 21. 53.
Breeze going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super tough.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. A first down carry by Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Harris to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now this time, Breeze will throw. It's Hill, complete.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. Here we go.
Breeze now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 60 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Look at me. Go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Latavius Murray, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 73 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. On first down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch 54. Go under.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught. Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now Breeze. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 29, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
No, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And an alley to run. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 18. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. From the 16, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check Mike, check Mike.
They'll try again with Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
He's checking. He's going to kill. There we go, kill. 54's Mike. Hayward. 54.
Now Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Prescott now rolling to his right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Prescott going to come up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up second and 3 at the Saints 16-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam on.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Rock.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Kill. Gun. 3 down. Dutch. Line 36. You can't block me. We're going to 53. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them.